It's been 52 days, and we're excited to bring you episode 41 of our Vietnam travel series, where we continue our motorbike adventure through the highlands and south central coast of this beautiful country. Today, we're exploring the final highlands province, Kon Tum, giving you a full picture of this diverse region.
Oh my goodness, you can see a little bit of the outside.
Hello, outside. In this episode, we'll uncover the story behind the city's famous wooden church.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Learn secrets of how the most iconic communal house in the Central Highlands was burnt down and rebuilt. Cruise over the longest and most scenic bridge. Dive into the museum preserving the rich cultures of local minority groups. And visit a breathtaking village often called Miniature Dalat of the province.
I made it.
Good to have you back.
Plus, we'll taste a regional delicacy that's earned its spot in the Vietnamese Guinness records.
Oh my gosh, that is so flavorful.
Before we hit the road, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to support our small channel so we can keep bringing you more adventures like this one. Now, let's head to Kon Tum.
Our journey started 22 days ago, and we're on our way heading to province number 10, which is the last highlands province we'll explore in the series. The motorbike adventure began in Ho Chi Minh City, and we cruised a total of 1,982 kilometers to make it through the previous 9 provinces. If you enjoyed our road trips, you can follow our path and have even more fun by using the tips we shared along the way. Trust me, knowledge is key to truly enjoying your travels around Vietnam. From our homestay in Gia Lai, we'll need to cover another 119 kilometers to reach all the spots in the next province, Kon Tum, and this is what I said in the last episode.
Now, let's get out of this cloud and let's make it back to the homestay safe and sound.
Yeah, we made it back and didn't get caught in the rain. The problem is we're famished and couldn't go anywhere now.
What are we gonna do about the rain? Like, should we just stay another night?
We have to make it to the next city, but we gotta wait out the rain. So I don't think that it's gonna last for a very long time. Around 4 or 5 is fine too.
All right, we'll hold out.
I'm making some instant noodles. Just wait for a little bit, okay? I know that you're hungry.
That's fine. Yeah, so as you can see, things did not go as what we hoped or what we planned. We're gonna have to improvise and play by ear.
So we've had a mini break in the rain, meaning we can make it to the next city.
We're around 1 hour away for the distance of 47 kilometers. So we won't be there until 4:20.
That's very tolerable though, you know, like about 1 hour away.
Yeah,
Really good.
And that's how we changed it.
We must take shelter.
it's just way too windy outside to continue riding the scooter. So we pulled over and then take shelter under this umbrella. Hopefully the rain is gonna be over soon or might get a little lighter.
It's almost like a ritual, with nature saying hello or goodbye to us in each province. Just kidding. We're traveling during the rainy season, which generally runs from May to October in the highlands. So if you're not a fan of rain or raincoats, it's best to avoid visiting during these months.
We are unstoppable!
Around 4:20 p.m., we're closing in on Kon Tum City. It's not raining here, so it's time for a little snack.
Here, we have something very delicious.
Maddie has been pestering me about getting her some banana dishes. So instead of having some fried banana wraps, we got some sweet dish made of bananas, of course.
So it looks like we have bananas, some shredded coconut, peanuts, and then a coconut sauce. Pretty good.
We're trying a version of banana tapioca pudding, a sweet dessert originally from southern Vietnam where tropical ingredients like bananas and coconut milk are abundant. Although our dish is missing tapioca pearls, which usually add a chewy texture, it has something else that's just as satisfying.
The thing I ate is super chewy.
Crushed peanuts and coconut shreds are sprinkled on top, giving it a deliciously nutty finish. You can find this all over Vietnam, so don't forget to give it a try.
So for this city, giving my first impressions, the businesses feel a lot like it did in Pleiku. Just a bunch of industrial buildings. There's also businesses selling home improvement, furniture, and many repair shops. With just, of course, a few like techno shops sprinkled in there, but that's about it.
Just got the key for our hotel room. It's a 2-star hotel. 340, including breakfast.
I got one important question for you though. Did you see the room and was it clean?
Not yet, because it's on the 5th floor.
Well then let's go park our scooter and bring stuff in and let's go see the room.
I also asked her if we can have like an extra room for your meetings tonight. And since this hotel is located in the central part of the city, I think it's a very good deal.
Not bad. We got a TV this time.
Oh my goodness, you can see a little bit of the outside.
Hello outside. Let's open our window.
What's the point, Maddie? Yeah, we're gonna have the AC on anyway.
But this one's not closed all the way. Anyone can come in.
It's okay, it's not.
No, David, legitimately, like anyone can come in. That one I didn't touch, I swear.
Problem solved.
Finally.
This is how it looks in the city at a very early time in the morning. Everything looks so peaceful. The part that I like the most is how misty or cloudy the area right up there.
I was just gonna say that part too. I really like it.
We are having our breakfast, but then we can also see what's around us right now.
The only real problem that I had with staying here last night was the fact that above all of the windows, there's like that ventilation thing. So you could literally hear anybody talking in the hallway, people slamming doors.
We are now doing some maintenance for the scooter.
Yeah, it was high time that we got it checked too because the chain I think is coming loose. I heard the clanking coming up the mountains and there was some other funny sounds it was making, so.
And as a thank you for all the dirty work my scooter did yesterday, I took it for a wash. Yeah, give her a good scrub, please. If you're doing the same, traveling around Vietnam on a scooter or motorbike, always remember to take care of it so it can take care of you when you're on the road. After all the preparations, our exploration in Kon Tum province finally begins. Interestingly, while the Jarai and Bana people are the dominant minority groups in the last province, here, with a population of around 550,000, the Serdang and Bana communities are the largest along the King. Even more intriguing is that the name of the province, as well as its only city, Kon Tum, originates from the Bana language, meaning the village by the lake or lake village. According to legend, these lakes were located next to this river called Dak Pla. The Dak Pla River, stretching 139 kilometers, is unique in the Central Highlands because it flows in the opposite direction of most rivers in the region. Rather than streaming eastward towards the sea, it flows westward through Kon Tum city before joining the Se San River. From there, it continues into the Mekong River, eventually reaching the East Sea after coursing through the Mekong Delta.
Compared to Pleiku, this city isn't as developed in terms of infrastructure and tourism. I wish it had that rich coffee culture and scenic crop fields that circle breathtaking lakes or rivers. However, its peaceful and laid-back atmosphere makes it an ideal destination for visitors seeking a quieter, more culturally immersive experience. Within the city limits, there are 4 spots we'll explore today. Tomorrow, we'll pack up and head to a remote yet highly desirable town to capture that true mountainous vibe. Now, our first stop today is a wooden church. Let's dive in and discover its story.
Well, since I haven't burst into flames once we got here, I guess I'm good.
I'm not a religious person, but we're here to visit some outstandingly architectural church.
Okay, I have a question for you. You took me to so many Buddhist temples. Since I learned how to pray there, you want to learn how to pray here?
I don't see why not.
It's pretty easy.
Easy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow suit then.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you ever seen any church that looks like this before, or at least is painted in black?
I've seen a lot of churches in my life, trust me.
In Vietnamese, they call it Nhà thờ gỗ, or the wooden church, or the Kon Tum Cathedral. It's somehow one of the most famous landmarks in the area. While we were here, we spoke to a few foreign tourists who, like us, came because Google recommended the church, but they didn't really know what they were looking at. It's understandable. If you're from a country where old and grand churches aren't that rare, you might not realize what makes this Catholic church special. But for the people here, this structure holds a deep connection to both Vietnamese history and cultural heritage of the region's indigenous people. You may have seen churches that are hundreds of years old in well-established towns or cities. But did you know this church was built in 1913, the same year Kon Tum province was officially formed during the French colonial period? That's what makes it so old and deeply connected to the province's history. The French created Kon Tum province as an administrative unit to help control the Central Highlands due to its proximity to Laos and Cambodia. Along with many others, the wooden church was constructed. Designed by a French missionary with the help of local craftsmen, it's an intricate blend of traditional Ba Na ethnic architecture and Western Catholic Gothic elements. The features of pointed arches, tall spires, and colorful stained glass windows are characteristics of Gothic style.
You can definitely tell it's hand-painted and not factory-made.
And what reflects the local Ba Na influences is the use of traditional wooden building techniques. First, the wood used for the church is durable and primarily distributed in Southeast Asia. In Vietnam, these trees thrive in tropical, moist rainforests, with a high concentration in the Central Highlands. The Ba Na craftsmen applied their handicrafted joinery techniques using only mortise and tenon joints and other interlocking methods without using nails. Look closely at the carvings and motifs, and you'll notice they aren't perfectly executed. That's because Ba Na artists use chisels, mallets, and knives to engrave these details, which tell stories of their ancestors, mythology, and their harmonious relationship with nature. Hence, throughout the woodwork, you can spot patterns of vines, leaves, and geometric shapes like triangles, diamonds, and circles.
So it seems like the first time I come back to a church in a very, very long time. I'm locked out. And doesn't seem like we can pray for any good luck or things like that.
I think we came at the lunchtime, so we couldn't get in. Everything is locked.
Well, it seems like people here, though, take lunch very seriously. They're closed from around 11 o'clock all the way until 1.
So we're heading to our next destination. Of course, our next destination has to be in that direction of the rain cloud.
Can you kickstart the scooter for me, please?
Okay, let me try.
The button doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, you gotta replace it.
David's gonna help a little bit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What you looking at?
I'm looking at the meaning of this village.
We're now in a village called Con Clor, where we'll explore two of their most symbolic and well-known tourist spots. The first one is, of course, the communal house.
So that's a community house. People go there, they gather for so many different things. A village meeting, other events, festivals. That's what that house is used for.
I don't know about you, but getting in here, the first thing that impresses me so much is that banyan tree.
Oh, that's a banyan tree?
I think it's a banyan tree. Look at the gigantic bottom part. You can tell how old the tree is.
This is quite a grand tree.
And right next to it, we have that beautiful looking house. If you come here and you don't know so much about the meaning beyond the architecture, beyond the design, and also why and how people build this kind of house, you're missing out on a lot of things. And I'm not trying to pretend like I'm a know-it-all, but I'm willing to learn along the way.
In the last episode, we talked about the intangible cultural heritage of the Central Highlands, the gong culture and the space where gongs are played. Today, we'll get to see a tangible architectural symbol of this region, the Rong House. Though there are thousands of these houses scattered across the highlands, the one we're visiting today is one of the largest, making it especially meaningful to the locals. Each ethnic minority group has its own name and design for this type of house, but the most common term used is Rong. Traditionally, the Rong house serves as a sacred space where objects passed down through generations are stored, like weapons or bones of animals, etc., to preserve the community's spiritual values. It's more than just a meeting place to connect. It's considered the gathering point for the sacred energies of the earth and sky. That's why it sits on stilts and serves to hold large meetings, festivals, and recreational activities. One of the most anticipated festivals held here is the Gong and Soang Festival, which happens in mid-October. Soang, in case you're wondering, is a group dance that showcases the community's strength and unity.
Okay, so on the exterior of the community building, it is woven from, I believe it's rattan or bamboo, and that gives the walls. For the roofing, it looks like it is made out of dried grass or straw. The grass on the most outer layer turned into a blackish color, while if you look at the underneath where you can see all the layers of straw, the rest of it is a bright yellow color.
Now, the Rong house we're seeing today is not the original. The original structure was tragically burned down in 2010 after a child deliberately set it on fire. Fortunately, it was rebuilt to the same dimensions, 21 meters tall, 16 meters long, and 6 meters wide.
It took them almost 1 year, 11 months to finish.
There are two types of communal houses in this region, male and female houses, which can be distinguished mainly by their roofs. This house with its towering roof is a male house. Female houses have lower and smaller roofs. To support such a tall, steep roof, the builders use large pillars and beams made from forest materials like wood, bamboo, and leaves.
And in here you can see there's a system of all of the sticks and poles in order to stand up the roof. It's pretty hard for you to keep track of which one is which. There are quite a few benefits to having the roof really up this high. First, it's gonna be very cool in here when it is really hot outside, right? And second is that when it rains, the water is not going to be able to get in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 big poles.
Building a Rong house is considered a sacred task, and there are specific rituals and ceremonies that must be followed. From choosing the right location to selecting who will lead the construction, every single step is carefully planned. Since the Rong house is a stilted structure, its staircases and floorboards are also unique. Each ethnic group decorates their staircases differently, but most of them have around 7 to 9 steps.
Along with that, we have a lot of wood planks here, which is really stable and firm. So it doesn't really matter, I don't think, the number of people who can stand on this whole platform.
The floorboards are often spaced about 1 centimeter apart so that any water spilled during gatherings can easily drip down. After all, communal drinking is a big part of the festivities held here.
Some of the floorboards have fallen out, but it looks like it's still clearly used from time to time.
Located very close to the communal house, the Klong Klor Bridge is the second landmark most visitors want to photograph. Though simple in design, it holds deep meaning for the local people. Its significance comes from being a vital connection between villages, silently supporting the area's liveliness and economy. At 292 meters long and with a 4.5 meter wide driving lane, it's the largest suspension bridge in the Central Highlands, spanning the Dak Bla River.
This is the longest steel bridge This bridge does have a really nice view. I'll give it to them.
The lane is wide enough for motorcycles, pedestrians, and smaller vehicles, but it's too narrow for 2 cars to pass at the same time. One must wait for the other to cross.
There's a sign on both ends of the bridge that tells people to take turns. I'm wondering if you are on this side and you can have like that clear vision of the type of vehicle that the other person on the other side is coming with.
The vibrant orange-red structure stands out against the scenic river and rice fields, making the bridge a picturesque attraction for locals and tourists alike.
Just right in the middle of the bridge, there aren't a lot of poles or suspension cables. And when you are up there, you feel a little bit of the breeze and also a little bit of a fright of height.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't feel that whatsoever when up there. Honestly, I felt a little bit nostalgic being able to see on both sides of the bridge and not having anything obstructing my view. I felt pretty secure too because I knew it was a small one. If I was manning the scooter, we'd probably be like,
And then bang!
no, okay, that only happened one time. And the scooter was heavy. Now, guess what the next thing we have to do is?
We have to fill our empty gas tanks.
Our belly. That's the empty gas tank, okay? Let's find some good rice. I think I saw some decent rice restaurants back by the church.
Oh, you want to have some rice?
Yeah, I really want rice.
I'm so eager to dig in. Look at my hair. It tells you how famished and hungry I am.
After our much-needed lunch, we're now visiting the last spot within the city, Kontum Museum.
Walking around, seeing some items or artifacts.
You can store your stuff in these lockers.
Okay, thanks. But can I bring my backpack in?
Unfortunately, it's not allowed.
But I have important items I need to use, please.
All right, in that case, it's fine.
Thank you.
All right, let's go. Dakole is the name of the prison, and the prison was probably built by the French when they invaded Vietnam back in 1920 something, all the way until the war with French was over in 1945.
This museum is a cultural institution dedicated to preserving and showcasing the rich history, culture, and traditions of various ethnic groups that reside in the region, such as the Bana, Serdang, Zarai, and Remam.
Coming in here and seeing all of the traditional dresses of all of the minority groups here really reminds me of how wrong I was when I said we only visited 2 museums, and this one is the second one that we visited in Vietnam. We also visited 1 museum of coffee in Buôn Ma Thuột, so this one is the 3rd one.
When you're here, you'll get to learn about the customs, attire, musical instruments, and daily life of the indigenous people.
Just some of the daily activities or product producing methods that all of the minority people are doing.
There are many exhibits showcasing their everyday items and tools, but what stands out to us most are the pictures of their crop cultivation and traditional clothing.
It's a brilliant idea to display them here, as visitors might not get a chance to see people working in the fields or wearing these colorful outfits in person. Honestly, I find it hard to tell the difference between the traditional outfits of each group. They all look similar to me.
Kontum has 7 local ethnic groups. Village means a unique and common social organization in all local ethnic groups. With such unique social organization, selected village patriarch are the elderly, experienced in life and in morality in the community. Within each village, all members are under the control of its patriarch.
The museum also houses relics and artifacts that tell the history of the region, including its role during the wars in Vietnam. Well, you'll get to see many exhibits or demonstrations of what happened during the resistance movements against French colonial rule and during the Vietnam War.
Hey Maddie, so now do you know more of all of the minority groups and the history in Vietnam?
I only have a light grasp of everything because honestly, I don't remember all of the names of the minority groups and historical events. But I really enjoyed the lively exhibits, especially those showcasing their daily lives and festivals. The detailed information in each section shows the effort to appreciate and preserve these groups' traditions and cultures. This museum truly feels like the perfect final stop for learning about their culture before leaving the Central Highlands.
Filling up a water bladder so that we can suck the water out of the bladder easily while being on the road. We've been doing this for how many days already? 52 days. So welcome to our 52nd day of the trip. It's all good, it's all good.
It leaks up here. And then I gotta put this in there in such a way that I can easily slip the straw out when we need it. Safe and sound. All right. Right now, we are heading to the Black Bamboo Village. This village is well known amongst tourists and locals alike as it has a natural beauty. I also heard that the food there is going to be decently good. They have two delicacies that I saw. One is a salad with over 40 leaves in it. That's a lot. And the other one is a breakfast item of sticky rice that is cooked in bamboo. I don't know how that kind of thing works, but I hope that we can see it when we get there.
All the information is found by Maddie online. So my job is to get us there safe and sound. So I looked up for the weather today. For the most part, it's gonna be all good. And not that sunny, a little cloudy, but then cool at the same time. And it's only gonna take us about 1 hour and 11 minutes to get there. I hope that it's not going to take us any longer than that, because we still have to make another long distance to get to the city of Quang Ngai.
To get to the other city from here, it said it's gonna take about 4 hours. So that's a long time. But at least we get a little break in between with the village that we're visiting next.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because the total distance that we have to complete today is well over 200 kilometers. And by far, this one is probably like the second or maybe the third longest distance. Let's enjoy our ride.
I think we will, because we're in a beautiful mountainous area. And I also read that it's somewhat the wild mountainous area, so we'll see what it looks like.
Mang Den is actually a small town, but probably the most attractive destination in this province. Located just 60 kilometers from Kon Tum City, this place has its own unique charm, which we'll explore in today's episode as well.
Yeah, welcome to the place.
Welcome to Mang Den.
Let's keep an eye out for black bamboo shoots.
Earlier, I jokingly referred to it as the Black Bamboo Village. Although Mang Den translates into Vietnamese as black bamboo, it actually refers to a highland fertile plain surrounded by forests and mountains. Take a look at this drone shot. You wouldn't believe it's a plateau elevated at 1,300 meters above sea level. The landscape almost resembles the iconic rice terraces of northwest Vietnam, but Mang Den offers something extra. Thanks to its distinct cool climate and remarkable biodiversity, the surrounding scenery is often more poetic and serene, filled with pine trees, lakes, waterfalls, and dense forests. It's no wonder they call this town a miniature Đà Lạt, though I'd say it's even better because it retains that peaceful, village-like vibe. There are many places to visit and things to do here, but just expect these 3 key experiences. First, a relaxing scooter ride through the roads lined with pine trees and passing through humble villages of ethnic minorities where you can witness their daily lives. Second, visit the popular spots to enjoy local activities and delicacies. And third, delve into the local legends and stories that offer a deeper understanding of the region's culture.
A lot of the houses here seem to be like a mix of the modern Vietnamese style house where it's really narrow, but then also I've seen plenty of those ethnic houses where they're on stilts or completely built out of wood. You want to know the other thing that I saw on this road?
What?
I saw 3 communal houses so far, just on this road alone. So that means that there are plenty of villages with Bana people.
Winter from October to December is the busiest season and we're here now. They said it could be cool, sunny and dry, but as you can see, it's drizzling.
40,000 for both tickets.
Yeah.
For today, we only have a short window of time to explore the town because we have to bounce off the next province before the sun is down. And the first spot today is a waterfall called Pa Shi.
We've made it. So we are getting close to the waterfall. And first, we have to walk through, what would you call this, a little village?
A little village.
Just a little village. I hate this bridge.
I think it's supposed to shake just like this. As there are a lot of people crossing this bridge at the same time, the bridge is like bouncing up and down like this, so it's shaking.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. Oh, David, are they making a delicacy here?
Yeah,
Can we try it?
yeah, sure, later.
Okay.
They have a lot of bamboo, like green bamboo sticks here. I guess they already prepared all of the bamboo sticks in order to cook the rice in.
Ooh.
And later we're gonna try.
Yeah.
Hey Maddie,
What?
have you ever seen this flower before?
No. Oh, I can Google search it. Okay, take a photo of it. Dahlia pinnata?
Dahlia pinnata.
Those are pretty.
Yeah.
I want to put one of these in our house. Also, they got all the chickens here too. Oh, that smells good.
Later we're gonna try this delicacy. What do you think?
That makes me really excited.
All right, but now let's go visit the waterfall first.
Okay.
So like I said before, the weather is nice. The landscapes are so nice too.
They're also leaned hard into making everything so aesthetic here.
The best time to visit is around Lunar New Year or just a bit after, when the area blooms with cherry blossoms, mimosa, bauhinia, and rose myrtle flowers.
Honestly, I think Pangor Waterfalls ruined waterfalls for me. Before, when I saw something like this, I would feel really giddy and excited to go see it. The first time that we saw waterfalls in Vietnam, I was like, yeah, I want to go see it. I want to go see it. Let's go, let's go. But then after we saw Pangor, I find it really hard to get excited about something like this. Granted, they have their own beauty and they're still naturally beautiful, but I'm not as excited about it anymore. I'm not as giddy to see them. But I'm still happy that we made it here because the waterfall is beautiful. But I think also the little village here is more stunning and I find it a little bit more interesting to see.
Mang Den is often called the land of 7 lakes and 3 waterfalls, representing the region's rich natural beauty. The lakes offer the perfect spots for fishing, camping, kayaking, or simply strolling along the peaceful shores. The waterfalls, on the other hand, are where you can capture stunning photos of cascading water surrounded by lush, tranquil forests. Pa Shi waterfall, where we are now, is the most famous of the 3, admired for its impressive height and serene atmosphere. However, compared to the other waterfalls we've visited in the highlands, this one, though beautiful, doesn't quite take us by surprise.
The other thing that I found out is this entire place, all of the paths are covered with clay, wet clay, and it is super slippery and difficult to walk.
Maddie is stuck there.
I made it.
Good to have you back.
Right as soon as you crossed, right as soon as you finished crossing, he went and took another photo and I was like, I'm not gonna walk in front of it, I'll just wait. Look at that handsome boy. Hey, David.
Hmm?
I have a question.
Yeah?
Do you know how handsome you are?
Hello.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, like we said about it already, we're not here because of the beauty of the waterfall. We're here because of a lot of other components.
All right, you ready to get something to eat?
Yep, let's go eat.
Yummy.
This small restaurant offers just 6 dishes, but each one is a local delicacy. The wait time varies depending on how busy it is, and right now it's fairly packed with families and groups. When you order, they'll take a name and phone number and call you when the food is ready. Once it's done, you can grab it and find a table to enjoy your meal on site.
Someone's coming with the goodies.
The goodies.
Yeah. Or we could also say, the bounty.
As we mentioned earlier, we're going for the bamboo rice and grilled chicken, an absolute must-try here. The grilled chicken is actually recognized among the top 50 must-try dishes in the Vietnamese Guinness records. To fully savor the flavors, they give us a plate of coarse salt mixed with chili to dip.
Put a glove on. Here's your glove. I'm gonna try the rice first. To plug the hole of sticky rice, they just used a banana leaf. Pretty cool. All right. Oh my gosh, that is so flavorful. You can literally see the juices dripping off of the chicken. I don't think they added too much on, just a little bit of salt and pepper, because you're supposed to take the chicken and dip it in the dipping salt.
First time experiencing eating the whole grilled chicken without having it chopped in advance.
It's super hot, whole part too. It is like burning my fingers even through the glove.
The chicken used is native to this region, marinated with local spices made from roots, leaves, honey, and forest plants.
The stuffing in here is really the secret to how delicious and tasty the chicken is.
It's stuffed with forest pepper leaves and slow roasted over a charcoal grill until golden and perfectly cooked. Cơm lam or bamboo rice is another standout dish from Vietnam's minority groups, with each region offering its own unique flavor. In Mang Den, the cơm lam has the fragrant aroma of sticky rice and pandan leaves, making it the ideal carbohydrate to pair with the juicy grilled chicken.
They have a pack of peanuts.
Okay, so dip the sticky rice into the peanuts. That makes it like a million times better.
Really?
Yeah, you have to give it a try.
For me though, with or without the peanuts, it's still very tasty. No wonder this is a delicacy of this area. The way it's served is so interesting too.
I like having just like the banana leaf on top.
That's what I like. And then the metal tray at the bottom is something that all of the Vietnamese families are familiar with, especially if they come from a very traditional and socially tight family. Whatever meal that we have for lunch or for dinner, we use this metal tray to bring out like every single dish that we have, along with some of the bowls and cutleries. The kitchen is far away from the living room or maybe the dining room. To walk back and forth until you are done bringing all of the dishes out,
Way too much.
it's way too much. It's gonna take a long time. So have one tray, put everything on, and then pack it.
I remember
bring
it
it.
was the same at your mom's house when we were there. I liked it. I really did. When we buy our own house, we'll have to get ourselves a metal tray too.
It's raining.
Raining pretty good too.
This village is considered as a far-flung place. So we're basically in the middle of nowhere, eating some mountainous food while it is raining.
Poetic and romantic.
After this yummy and romantic lunch, we're now getting back on the road to hit up one more spot, Eban Farm.
With the sound underneath, it makes me so nervous. Is it gonna be nice going to the farm while it's raining?
I honestly have no idea. Only 3.2 kilometers. It's not that far away, so I guess we might as well just check it out.
Okay. It just started raining a lot harder.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
He's so clean. Look at it.
No, I'm fine.
It makes sense to have a farm to showcase the region's agricultural lifestyle, right? We heard that this farm specializes in growing organic vegetables and raising free-range animals with their sustainable farming practices.
A Ban Farm. So it's just like a check-in photo place. Has a lot of mini landscapes for you to take photos with.
Okay.
That's about it. It's a homestay. I think this whole thing is gonna be a lot better if it is not raining, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, once again with the pressure and stress of the time constraint and the weather, gotta say goodbye to a spot that can be very worth visiting. You don't know how beautiful it is, and you can't visit the farm if it is raining outside, right? So we gotta pull Yui and head into the city of Quang Ngai.
That's gonna be like a 3-hour,
More than 3 hours, so 3 hours and 40 minutes.
so still 4 hours.
160 kilometers to finish.
Well, hopefully it doesn't rain the entire time.
But definitely, this spot is beautiful. You can't even imagine like how full of activities this place can be if it is not raining cats and dogs like this.
Oh yeah.
Some people are still working down there,
Well, they have to.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this valley is full of crops.
The next episode is going to be another epic adventure. Not only did we brave a long ride through the rain, but we also took some time to relax and recharge after nearly 2 months of non-stop motorbiking across Vietnam. The best part? We'll be arriving at one of the most famous islands in Quang Ngai province, where we'll show you incredible places and things you've probably never seen before. If you enjoyed today's journey through Kon Tum, please give this episode a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel so we can continue bringing you more great content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.